the fractured paths of the lands between, one voice offers a different kind of salvation. Not a promise to restore the world to what it once was, but to unbind it from its very foundation. This is the promise of Ranni the Witch. For many tarnished, her questline represents the good ending, a rebellion against a stagnant and oppressive god, a chance to usher in a new age of freedom, guided by the quiet wisdom of the dark moon. Ranni herself is enigmatic, intelligent, and her cause feels righteous. We are invited to join a secret conspiracy to defy the gods and shatter our predetermined fate. But in the worlds crafted by From Software, the most alluring promises often hide the most profound truths. And when we deconstruct Ranni's story, examining her methods, the fates of those who serve her, and the very nature of the world she seeks to create, a more complex and unsettling portrait emerges. This is the story of how Ranni the Witch, the great liberator, orchestrates one of the most masterful manipulations in the history of the lands between. It is the argument that she does not save you, nor does she free you. She simply replaces one cosmic master with another, and uses you as the perfect, indispensable tool to do so. Our journey with Ranni begins with a test. She appears to us first as Renna, a disguise she uses to bestow upon us the spirit-calling bell. She claims to have received it from Torrent's former master, a story whose truth is impossible to verify. It is our first clue that Ranni operates from the shadows, offering gifts that serve a purpose yet unknown. When we finally seek her out in her tower, she is guarded. She sizes us up, probing our intentions. "I'd not have you think me some petty meddler," she says. "State thy business." She only reveals her true plan after we have demonstrated our worth and sworn ourselves to her service. And here, we must ask a critical question. Why us? Why is a tarnished, a being with no name and no power, chosen for a task that will defy the gods? The answer is that we are not chosen for who we are, but for what we are. We are the perfect asset. Consider our qualifications. As a tarnished, we are guided by grace, giving us the unique ability to challenge the demigods and grow in strength without limit. Yet, we have no allegiance to the golden order that exiled our kind. We are outsiders, unbound by the political and religious dogma of the lands between. We are, in essence, a deniable operative, a powerful, independent agent with the will to fight and no masters to answer to. Ranni did not stumble upon a hero. She identified a tool with the precise specifications needed for an impossible job. Her recruitment is a masterclass in manipulation. She offers us what every tarnished secretly craves, a purpose. The Greater Well offers us a vague destiny to become Elden Lord. Ranni offers us a place in a secret, thrilling conspiracy. It feels personal, important. We are not just another tarnished seeking the throne. We are now part of an inner circle, confidants to a demigod plotting a revolution. She gives us a sense of belonging that the cold guidance of the two fingers never could. But from the very beginning, our relationship is transactional. She needs a champion who can move where she cannot, one who can slay a shard-bearer like Radon to unhalt the stars and retrieve the hidden treasure of Nokron. She needs us, and she offers purpose in exchange for our service. It is a brilliant strategy, and we are not the only asset she employs with such calculated precision. To understand the true nature of her plan, one only needs to look at the fates of those who swore her their undying loyalty. Each member of her inner circle is a specialist, a tool used for a specific purpose. And once that purpose is served, or they become an obstacle, they are discarded. Let us first consider the war counselor, Agi. He is perhaps the most genuinely loyal of her vassals, a gentle giant, a master blacksmith who has served the Carian royals for generations. He guides us, advises us, and expresses sincere concern for both Ranni and Bled. He is the anchor of their small conspiracy. Yet, in the end, his loyalty cannot save him. After Ranni departs on her journey, we find Aegi's body engulfed in black flame, the signature weapon of the Godskin Apostles, assassins with ties to destined death, the very power Ranni has unchained through our actions. His death is left ambiguous, but the implication is clear. In Ranni's new world, even the most faithful servants are casualties of the revolution. His purpose, to guide us and forge our weapons, was complete. Then there is Saluvis, a cruel sorcerer whose expertise in creating puppets serves as a dark mirror to Ranni's own methods of manipulation. She clearly detests him, but uses this necessary evil without hesitation. When his own schemes lead to his demise, Ranni shows no remorse. He was a tool, his purpose was served, and he was discarded like any other. But the most damning evidence, the most heartbreaking betrayal, is the fate of Blade, my beloved Shadow. He was bound to her by the two fingers with a fatal built-in flaw. As the wise Agi warned us, if Ranni were to defy the two fingers, the Shadow would go mad. This was not a risk. It was a certainty programmed into his very being. Ranni knew this. Her decision to imprison him was not an act of mercy, but a cold, pragmatic calculation to prevent her loyal but compromised hound from disrupting her plan. After we are forced to face Blad in his tragic final battle, Ranni's only response to the news of his death is a chillingly detached, "I see, my thanks." In her world, loyalty is only valuable as long as it is useful. This trail of discarded allies leads us to the great prize, her Age of Stars. But what is it really? Her own words reveal the truth. It is a 1,000-year voyage, not a moment of freedom. She promises a chill night that will encompass all, bringing fear, doubt, and loneliness. She concludes not by abolishing divine rule, but by establishing her own Order of the Moon. She has simply replaced one system of control with another. The Greater Well used vassals. Ranni uses you. When we place all the evidence together, the discarded allies and the cold promise of her new world, the portrait of a benevolent liberator dissolves. In its place, we see a master strategist, a divine revolutionary who mirrors the very gods she despises. She did not save you from a predetermined fate. She enlisted you to help her forge a new one. You were the key that unlocked her prison, the sword that cleared her path, and the consort that legitimized her new order. You were the most important piece in her grand design. The ultimate question, then, is not whether Ranni is good or evil, but whether the trade was worth it. To shatter one golden cage, only to find ourselves in a colder, lonelier, and far more vast one, stretching out for 1,000 years into the chill night.